Page Six is reporting that Jake Gyllenhaal is going into an art store, a framing store, and he's having pictures of himself framed. Okay, so he's going in apparently with all this stuff, and they're all him. Jake, for the record, is denying this. He says this is absolutely not true. But let's just dive into this for a second here. Is it bad to have, framed photos of yourself in your house or wherever? Is that a bad thing, or is it narcissistic?
What is the Greek myth? Wasn't it Icarus who flew too close to the sun and his wax wings melted? Right? Like,
yes.
This is someone I am judging. I am judging you fully. The only people I'm not judging is the royal family. Okay, because that's just what they do, and that's what privileged rich people do, I guess. But listen. Jake, what are you doing? Turns out he says this is actually photos for a production office of his, and these are photos of him in past movies. So he says. But for that reason, if we buy that, I do believe in showcasing and looking at and being reminded of your work accomplishments. Is it a solo picture? No, but I've got a lot of pictures of highlights in my life, really memorable interviews, really memorable events that I hosted. You guys know that I met this girl named JLo. So this is a picture in my house. I get reminded every time I see it how fabulous she is. I also hosted a really amazing event with Cabby, Prime Minister Trudeau, and Prince Harry for the Invictus Games in Toronto. So this is something that just gives me the warm and fuzzies. And ladies, I look at you every single day when I come down the stairs. This is what greets me, because this is a photo that George Pimentel took for us. I believe it was a cancer fundraiser. And I like to be reminded of these moments 20, 30, 50 years down the road. This is the stuff that we save for posterity. It gives me the warm and fuzzies.
I remember, I'm glad you mentioned that, Mel, because I seem to recall you saying on an episode of The Social a while back that you were going to have a kind of like shrine. Maybe you didn't use the word shrine, but in my head I remember you talking about having an area of your basement that was going to be memories. And it's not a bad idea. Like, I got to be honest, my stuff is all shoved in like, memory boxes, and that's not doing anyone any good. I do think I might judge a little bit if you like have solo shots of yourself all over your house. Like, but having said that, we all post selfies on social media all over all the time, guilty as charged. And how is that in a way any different? It's like its own virtual kind of gallery that we're doing all the time. And in fact, actually, I do have a cutout of myself that was done when I was on Innerspace. It's in our office. It's like life-sized. And so that's there. And then I just happened to notice that I also have this, which is the cover of my book. And it's hanging out on the third floor of my house. I don't really know how to... Anyway, so I'm in no position to judge is really all I'm trying to say here.